Aquarius, welcome to your in-depth version of yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. And once more, Happy New Year's to you. We are getting closer and closer to entering your birth season. I hope you are excited for it this year. I hope that your energy is on point. I hope that you are ready to rock this new year. What's going on? Show me. Show me what I need to see, please, for Aquarius and their person. Show me. Show me Aquarius and their person, please. Show me Aquarius and their person, please. What's going on for Aquarius, please? We're going to start with your side of the board first, of course. However, take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. More so with the yours and theirs reading, as energy interchange and exchange is real and often rapid. So, there'll be times when I'm describing the other side, and it could be you and vice versa. There you go. For your side, Two of Swords, confusion, Queen of Pentacles, strength. You're literally trying to find your comfort zone, and that's okay. When we get into that headspace, Two of Swords, which I know that you can handle. You're very, very equipped, of course, to handle that sword energy. So a little bit of Two of Swords for you. I'm not too worried about it. You're probably back of hand energy with that. With the Queen of Pentacles and strength here, I'm not too worried about you. You do have something on your mind, and it most likely has to do with your emotions. However, you are trying to find your kind of literally peace of mind here. Queen of Pentacles, strength, and you're showing more fortitude to your strength of self, self-preservation, self-care, self-harmonization, and that's a good thing. So it's kind of like, well, I'm confused about something. And it's been with you for a minute, I'm sure. And, you know, how imposed that Two of Swords is, I don't know. But there's something on your mind, and you don't seem to have a quick solution to it. So your resolution is, I don't know about something or someone. And if that's the case, I'm kind of tired of thinking about it. Let's put some focus back on me, please. And I agree with you. And that's one of the best ways to arrive to your conclusions of what it is, whatever it is you're trying to work out mentally, is to actually focus on yourself. And then the solution will hopefully come to you in time, or your thoughts will be made more clear in time. So I want you to do this. I want you to show yourself literally strength of self. Take comfort in yourself. Take care of yourself, your home space, your physical well-being, etc. Show yourself some TLC, and hopefully the answer will come to you in time. Who is surrounding you? Ten of Swords. Well, okay. The High Priestess and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, they're showing me pain. Whether or not something's completely ended with the Ten of Swords, I need to see more evidence of that before I'll call it. It is a possibility. It could be temporary separation, but right now I am seeing it as pain at this time, simply because the High Priestess is here. Someone's in pain and they're not speaking towards it. They feel it intuitively. That means they're self-aware. That doesn't necessarily mean they're speaking towards it. Seven of Cups, they're looking around, trying to figure things out emotionally. What's going on? Why are they feeling the pain? And how can they express it? Where's the origin of this pain coming from? How can they better resolve it? How can they express it to you? How they're experiencing it, and how it's being played out in the connection. Now, this does not have to be a romantic person, a spouse, etc. This could be someone whom you have any sort of connectivity with. I could be describing that situation as well. But for now, it's looking like they're keeping quiet about their own particular pain, and they are trying to figure it out. Seven of Cups. Okay, let's see if that's shared energy, please. We have the Knight of Swords taking action, Seven of Wands, block, King of Cups. It's kind of like your energy is kind of telling me, until you know what's going on, I'm just... you have an inclination, I believe that Knight of Swords is you. You have that inclination, honey, to rush in there, try to take care of things, but you're not allowing yourself to do that. I agree. I agree with you. Because right now you're saying, I'm confused and I have no resolution. This is something maybe they need to sort through themselves. I agree. I do. Especially if you have that tendency, Aquarius honey, and you do, to rush in there. I'm going to fix that real quick. This doesn't look like it's kind of yours to fix. You're involved, no doubt. You're a support person, I'm sure. And I'm sure you want the best for the situation and or person. But right now you're kind of like, it's not my place to take action in this. I agree. Seven of Wands. This is what you would typically do, but you're not allowing yourself to do it. Hence, why you're focusing on you and this person sorting through their own business. How involved you are with this person, again, I don't know. But you're like, I don't know. And until you can make things more clear to me, I need to focus on my stuff. Okay. And to their credit, it's looking like they are trying to work through whatever this is. To their credit. Yes, I see it. Even if they're being quiet and you don't particularly understand it, their quietness is probably confusing you. All the more reason you're like, you know what, this probably isn't mine to rush in and fix. Again, I agree. And the King of Cups, hopefully we're getting back into a better heart space with this situation. And then the overview, the moon. Yeah, there's stuff that we don't know about, clearly. Let's start right there with the moon. Also, Piscean energy does not have to be. We have a little bit of Leo here. We have a little bit of Scorpio. All right, let's get into it. Show me the moon. Let's start right there. The hidden energies, please. We got hidden energies, confusion, illusion, delusion. More of that. I don't know what's going on. So show me that moon, please. And yeah, a lot of this person's energy does seem to be going into a quiet space that you can't access. One more reason why you're like, I can't fight that fight for you. When you feel better, let me know. Something like that. Show me the moon, please. Show me the moon. Show me the moon. Show me the moon. Show me the moon. Show me the moon, please. There's a very good chance this could be your person's energy, since they've already showed me that kind of quiet, I'm processing stuff. Okay. And if you are dealing with Pisces, and it's not a knock on Pisces, that's a very Piscean process. Okay, same is also true for Scorpio. We can very much have that retreat thing until we can figure out our emotions, and we don't want to bother someone else with them. Perhaps you know that about this person. That would make sense straight away. Show me. Show me that moon, please. Show me the moon, please. You very much have that process of I think, therefore I am, which is very, very Aquarius. And water signs tend to have a very much, well, I feel, therefore I am. So it could take a minute to process those feelings. Okay, look at that. Okay, I like this. I do. I like this. You're saying this moon energy isn't good enough for me. I am trying to understand things, and I'm here as a support function. I like this a lot. You're being very bold, you're being very bright, and you're being very supportive as far as I can tell. You're like, there are some things here I understand that just aren't for me to know. So I'm going to be open-minded with the Fool. I'm going to stand in my power as the Emperor, and I'm going to insist on giving this situation time and healing. Very good. I like this. I like this a lot. You are telling me that you are very much in interest of acting as a support function for this person, that you're there, that you're open towards the truth, you're open towards healing, and you're open towards giving this situation person time. This could be them as well. But there is this insistence here that I will remain open to whatever is revealed. I will be resolved on how to handle that as the Emperor. And in that interim of knowing what the heck is going on, we're going to give this situation time. I like this. I do. I do feel heavily that you two have a certain understanding of how to process this kind of situation, whatever's going on here between you and them. It seems to be old hat energy when it comes to this type of situation. In the general sense, you might have dealt with this kind of thing with this person before. Or just an Aquarius is very kind of, this is back of hand energy for me. Some of you might be very strong healers and you've seen things like this before because you're being very gentle, very hands-off, but I'm here for you when you're able to open up and reveal whatever's going on here with the moon. You're being very gentle but firm, and that's a great disposition to take. So again, I don't know who this is to you. This could be family member, friend, but this is someone whom you've done this particular rodeo with before. I have every reason to believe that, and you have every reason to believe you're going to come out the other side a little bit more informed about this situation. You're going to stand tall in your power, and you're like, we'll take it on when we'll take it on. When you're ready to reveal yourself, great, I'll be here. Temperance, patience, but I can't fix this for you. But when you're ready to come out and talk about what's going on, I'm here. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful, non-judgmental energy, which is great. I wish more people suspended judgment. It's easier said than done, I know, but I like this. I'm open towards the truth. We'll handle it, whatever comes up. Until then, time and patience. You might have some very strong Aries and or Sag in your chart, as well as Pisces, as we've discussed. So you seem to be cooperating with this person's quietness and or moon energy. You're being very patient with it, but you're also saying it's not for me to figure out, and I'm not going to push that on the other person. And I also agree with this in my counseling background. You cannot push someone to reveal the truth any sooner than they're willing or able to figure it out, right? We just can't. It's right up there with, you should really be doing this, and you should be, and that might be great advice. But the thing is, people aren't going to do anything until they're ready. That's it. And that's all you're telling me. I understand this person that's not ready, and I'm not going to push. Got it. This is great. So, yeah, there's stuff you admit you don't know. And in the meantime, focus on yourself. Strong-willed you are. You might have some very strong Leo in your chart. And focus on yourself. Absolutely. You don't seem to be pushing this person at all, which is good, like I said. They're going through a little discovery process of their feelings. And if this is a mature water sign, and going back to that reference of the retreat space, a mature water sign will not talk about their feelings until they know with a certain level of confidence what they are feeling. An underdeveloped water sign will start saying feeling this and feeling that and then change their mind the next day. They need to take more time out to process their stuff. Two of Swords, please show me. And cross watchers, that's not meant to be an offense. It's just the process. And trust me, I'm well acquainted with the water-oriented process. Two of Swords, the Star, you. Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. You have very strong desires and or hope that this confusion will end up. It's kind of like, I really don't want to put more thought into this than I already have. You've already put a great deal of thought into this. There you are. Okay. And you're like, you know what, Wheel of Fortune, this is going to pass in time. This is not my particular puzzle to solve. I agree. I think you put a lot of mental energy into this already. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. And you might have already put a lot of action into the situation and a person, and your conclusion was the same. They will reveal themselves in time. You're showing me heavy support energy today, honey. I love it. Again, you might be a very strong healer or someone who is very, very acclimated to the human process. So this could be your profession or vocation. We're talking the medical health profession, the mental health profession, something like that. You're showing me a phenomenal amount of patience and the brilliant understanding that I don't know everything, and I relinquish that. It confuses me. I don't understand it, but I'm here. And I'm being patient. Things will reveal themselves in time. There you are signing off on that. Brilliant. That's so beautiful, honey. This is such lovely supportive energy. I'm not saying that you're not frustrated. All that mental conflict, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords by default is going to say, frustration, I don't have the answers. But you've been through it. And like I said, if there's anyone who can handle that sword energy, it's you. It's your particular process. Like water has a process, fire has a process, earth has a process, air has a process too. You're showing me your process. Okay, you are a very developed Aquarius. That's who I'm speaking to today. I'll tell you that right now. When you see or meet an underdeveloped Aquarius, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody meets an underdeveloped version of their sign at some point. When I meet an underdeveloped Scorpio, I'm like... and I'm like, you are the reason the rest of us have a bad reputation. You know what I'm talking about? When you meet an underdeveloped Aquarius, you're like... And it's like, you know what, you got some learning to do. So I'm telling you, you are showing me energy that is very much opposite to that. You are highly developed Aquarius. I like this a lot. And then again, I'm not saying you're perfect. For all the cross watchers, you're saying that Aquarius is perfect. I'm not saying that at all, and I don't know that this applies to you. Trust me, Aquarius isn't the only one who can get to the point. So let's be careful with our comments. People get so angry when I see such nice, lovely, positive things, and there's always someone jumping off in the comments. Honey, I don't think it's yours. I don't think it's yours. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. You are human. You're going to have human processes. I know it's hard to believe Aquarius is human, but you are human. You're going to have human processes. You're going to have frustration and anger like anyone else. What I am saying is that this is a very temperamental Aquarius. This is great. This is very lovely. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. You've already given this a great deal of thought. You've arrived to your particular conclusion, and you said, I need to focus on me in the interim of their energy not being apparent. Cool. Chariot, Five of Swords, the Knights of Pentacles. The only thing that's on the back of your brain, all right, in the back of your mind, there's a little twist here about the time. You're concerned about how much time to give this. I understand. And I can see why that would be on your mind. You have determined hands-off approach. You have said this is not mine to fix, and I do need to focus on myself, but there is a part of your mind that turns backwards at that Knight of Pentacles, and you begin to critically doubt how long this is going to take. However, you are still showing me Chariot. I'm still going to show the best of my movement. I'm still going to show the best of my sincerity, but a part of you, when it comes to this person or this connection, hesitates critically about will it ever arrive in a fully functioning form. I can't say I blame you, but that is kind of kicking around in the back of your brain. It's kind of like, can I trust them? You know? And also part of your, like, in the past, Aquarius is saying, I've also had that problem where I have shot myself in the foot about rushing things. You want to know how I know? Right here. I pegged that right away. That insistence, I usually rush in. I usually try to fix things. This is not the place for that. This is not my place. So it's a twofold Five of Swords in reflection of, typically, you might have self-sabotage things and trying to speed them up because you hate the slow process. Yes, I know. You're fixed air, honey. You move very fast. Okay, at least up here. The conclusions you arrive to is much faster than what other people typically do. Okay. So, there is that sense of, I'll be here. My love space is here. I'm going to be practical about this. I'm going to focus on me. And there's that reflection point of, I've screwed things up in the past, or I've gotten involved way too fast, or tried to resolve things too fast. I'm not going to do that this time. But yeah, part of their mind can't help but wonder, is it going to take too long though? God, why can't people just get their shit together faster, right? Everybody's got pros and cons, honey. Everybody. If you got a pro, and you do, you got a con that mirrors it. That's just how it is. In tarot and in life. So I think it's a reasonable doubt. Just don't let it overcome you. Again, the showing yourself love, care, your own personal attention, that should take paramount right now. Okay. That should take precedence. All right? So try not to let those thoughts overwhelm you. Don't try to speed things up. You literally resolved upon that back here. And so some of you have an admission. Okay, sometimes I rush in there, try to fix things. I'm not going to do that this time, right? Anything else, please, to that? The Empress, Nine of Wands, blockage. Okay, so there it is. All right, there's that Seven of Wands again. Yeah, it's kind of like this person's important to me, and things are kind of tense between us right now. I don't want to push it. All right, there's some frustration in here. There is some frustration in here. When it comes to this person that's very important to us, the Empress. Again, doesn't have to be a significant other. It's whoever is closely tied to you. There has been some frustration in arguing with this person, and you're kind of like, I can't push it. I'm not going to push it. Just because I feel like I have a particular answer doesn't mean it's theirs. They need to arrive to their own conclusion about their feelings specifically, or what's going on with them in the general sense. But you're like, I'm here. When they discover whatever that is, I'm here. And we'll take care of it then. I wonder what it is. I gotta get over here, man. I gotta see what the hell's on this person's mind, or rather what's in their heart. It's like things are already kind of tense, so I'm gonna back off, focus on me. Give this person the breathing room they need, the space they need. We've already had some tense arguments, and I see that that's not helping us. All right, so let's focus on ourselves. Oh, that's interesting. What am I supposed to do? I see here. Three of Wands, we're waiting. Okay. Not waiting on them, and I never advocate waiting. This is, again, you being rational and reasonable, saying, you know what, they have some stuff they need to figure out. That was when I picked up the wrong deck. That's why I was supposed to see that. So again, there it is. Consistency. Strength, you've already shown me that. I'm going to have the strength to wait. I'm not saying, and don't take offense by, you're waiting on them. You're waiting on them specifically to clear up their stuff so that you two can talk without fighting or arguing. Again, you've already said it's not my job to fix it. All right? That's why I was supposed to see that, and that's why I picked up that deck. Let's go back to this one. Show me strength once more, please. You focus on you. You want to be nice and calm. Open to healing and non-judgment. There's a big emphasis on that, non-judgment. I'm not going to judge this person. When they're ready to talk and reveal themselves, I'm not going to judge. Whatever this problem is, we can work it out. We'll figure it out. Show me strength, please. The Hierophant, Knight of Wands, the King of Swords. You're like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. The energy is so nice. It's so lovely. That's you, King of Swords. The Kings are, of course, the fixed signs. There you are, honey. Knights of Wands, you still have energy and good intention. So let's not just devalue, that really pisses me off. The Knights of Wands, let's not just devalue this energy, please, as a player. I'm so sick of that. It is so overused, overblown, and largely incorrect. The Knight of Wands is our go-to energy. Can it represent the best of our passion? Hell yes. Does it tell us that we are personally excited by someone? Yes. But also energy. If I don't have a Knight of Wands for what I'm doing, honey, I'm not doing it. In other words, if I don't have energy for something, it's not going to happen. Okay? So you're telling me, there you are, King of Swords. Okay? That you still have energy for this person, this commitment. It's beautiful. You have the strength of will for it, and you're going to carry it out. You're sticking to this commitment. You mean it too. There you go. I, Aquarius, am sticking to this commitment. I still have energy for it. I still have passion for it. I'm in this. I'm in it to win it. That's what you're telling me. And that's lovely. Over that strength of will too, you might have some very strong fixed energy in your chart, specifically Leo and Taurus. Oh my. I'm a triple Scorpio. I get that. But at least it's one element. At least it's one element. So they're not competing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. But I like this. You're showing me a good balance of your energies and the use of it, your conclusions, etc. The only time you've ever gotten into trouble with this kind of process is when you tried to rush things in the past. Other than that, I'm looking at a very clear-minded, level-headed, very considered Aquarius, okay, of their situation and their person. You just know that you don't want to fight anymore. You seem to know the tension here, particularly blockage, not trying to push past their barriers or their boundaries, saying, talk to me, talk to me. Don't you hate that, by the way? You see that all the time in movies and things where somebody is just berating the other person, talk to me, talk to me, talk, and the other person can't. They're not ready. Whatever it is they would have to tell you wouldn't be correct anyway. You know why? Because they haven't worked it out. So two people need to back off and figure out their thoughts, figure out their feelings. I can't stand it when somebody's shouting at the other person, talk to me, and the other person literally can't. So we got to give each other space, you know? You're not doing that, and I love this. There's natural frustration here. Let's get on over here to this person's side and see what the hell's going on. Let's shed, excuse me, some light on the subject. Which one? Okay, we started on this one. Let's keep going. Show me that person's Ten of Swords, please. Show me their pain. There they are again, the Empress, and they're unhappy. We know this. We know this. So what the hell's going on? I'm trying to figure out your person so I can help you. And I want to help you because you want to help them. That's what this all boils down to, and I love this. It's so supportive. It's so not fuck you. You know, I deserve better than that. Your person needs the space, clearly, and you're giving them that space. That's all I got. But it's beautiful. How it's being executed on your part is thoughtful, it's considerate, and it knows thyself. Again, you're upper level Aquarius. You're more developed than most. Okay? That really makes me think in your profession, in real life, whatever it is that you do, you are that person. You are that counselor. You are that person who people seek counsel from. Your wisdom, your experience. Help me figure my life out, Aquarius. Show me that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords, please. Show me that Ten of Swords, please, for this person. Energies. What about it? The Magician. They want to get their energy back. They want to get that feel-good energy back that you still have. Okay? You're telling me you're in it to win it. Show me that Ten of Swords, please, for this person. The Ace of Wands. Something about their energy. The Devil, the High Priestess, they have a very strong feeling within them. Something to do with their energy. Show me more about this Devil. I'm not saying anything yet. Show me more about this Devil, please. What does that Devil mean to this person? They feel it intuitively. Your person is highly, highly intuitive. They're very emotional. So yeah, if they're not prepared to speak on their feelings, they're just not. There's some emotional complexity within this person that's quite entangled. Show me the Devil, please, for this person. Show me the Devil, please, for this person. Capricorn energy, does not have to be. Show me the Devil, please, for this person. Very quiet, very internal your person is. You know, despite how much, and don't let that fool you, honey, despite how much I talk, I'm actually a very internal person. Other than when I do messages, I'm not talking to nobody. I don't need to. I'm very comfortable in my head. Your person's telling me they're very internal. They can be quiet, and I know that can drive people nuts. Page of Cups, the heart space, Five of Wands, conflict. There's that Seven of Cups again. There is something that they are holding on to in their emotions that makes them feel unsure, unconfident, insecure. There's that Seven of Cups that they are showing me not once but twice. And the High Priestess is twice. So this is something they've been feeling for a long time. Something is provoking within them a very strong sense. It's coming across heavily as insecurity, emotional insecurity about something that causes them conflict on the inside. It does not feel good. It's a little uncomfortable in there. And it is coming across heavily, heavily, heavily as insecurity. Your person has some fear in here to do with, I don't have the energy with this, I don't know if I can do this. What that is, I don't know. It may have nothing to do with your relationship and or connection, honey. This looks like something they're going through. And they're showing me high levels of insecurity. They keep telling me, I don't know how to feel about this situation. And they have fear tied to them, and what otherwise is a very strong feeler. This is a very strong feeler. But for some reasons, their emotions are way off, and it's looking like it's being provoked in one particular thing, and that's what they're trying to sort out. There is a certain level of insecurity surrounding their love energy, and what that love energy is, I don't know. That Seven of Cups could be anything, honey. How they feel about themselves, how they feel about you, how they feel about their job. I don't know. They consult their feelings first. And here's the thing. Whatever it is that they are trying to sort their feelings out, it provokes frustration with them. Why am I still trying to figure this out? They could be 57 years old, by the way. They don't have to be. That just caught my attention. They don't have to be. The 57 just really popped out. Boom. They have such a strong, quiet, emotional process within them. And they are in pain. And they're trying to sort through that pain. They have a lot of emotional complexities that they don't really speak aloud. You know this. That's why you stop pushing. They're showing me a strong sense of insecurity. That they have so much energy burning inside them, but they don't know how to express it, and it causes them pain. They do. They actually have a great deal of emotional energy, passion, but it gets convoluted, and it comes out as insecurity. And it puts them into a space of, I'm having to confront my feelings, and I'm not used to doing that. What I mean by that is when somebody's emotionally on point, they're emotionally on point. They don't have to consult themselves at all. They just navigate by their High Priestess. No problem. Twice here for this person. So there's something specific knocking off in this person's heart space that for some reason is not fluid at all. It provokes their fears, anxieties, and it makes them feel insecure. And it causes them pain. And they're going to need some patience. They're going to need some patience. You got an emotionally complex person here. I just don't think they show it or express it on the surface so much, which no doubt has caused tension between you two. Taurus, Libra does not have to be. Capricorn, as I've said. Pisces, as I've said. There's something in them. It's like, is this feeling... I don't know what that feeling is, honey. They keep showing me multiple feelings. Multiple feelings. So this affects more than one thing in their life. Internally as well as externally. One of the things is, do I have passion for this? Is this over? Is that just beginning? Is that over before it's even begun? Something like that. And it causes in them a certain level of insecurity in what otherwise I do believe is an emotionally secure person, but they can't hear themselves through all the noise. I apologize that it's so vague, but your person's going through a battleground on the inside that you cannot see and that you are not privy to. You know it's happening. And you would fix it like that, but you understand trying to fix it like that has caused more problems. Okay, so you backed off. Show me the High Priestess, please. They have a lot of... It's interesting because their energy is so soft on the inside. I don't know what they're like on the outside, but on the inside it's so soft. I feel like there's something within their cups and their sense of inspiration and passion that they have neglected for a long time, and they're kind of like at a crux right now, a crossroads of energy, as it were. And they're questioning, it could be a midlife crisis, maybe, but it has more complexity than that, so I don't want to just minimize it to something like midlife crisis. I hate that. But there is a crisis here. It's an emotional crisis. And it's all happening on the inside. They're so complex on the inside. On the outside, they might be solid as a fucking rock, man. Some of that High Priestess, please, for this person. Show me that High Priestess. What are they intuitively feeling, please? What are they intuitively trying to sort out? Their happiness, Ten of Cups, their passion, Knight of Wands, death, Scorpio energy does not have to be. They question heavily and sincerely on the inside. This person is so freaking intuitive. It's like they can't hear it. They can't hear it. There's such a mess in there. But it's a mess I honor. I mean, given my background, honey, counseling, psychology, I don't know if you guys know that, but that's my background. Given this person's emotional complexity, I'm rooting for them. I want them to figure it out. I want them to get in there and rip up those emotions and figure it out. They do too, and they're going through, like I said, an internal battlefield that you just cannot see and you cannot experience, and I'm rooting for them. I want the best for them. I want them to pull through. I am a cross-watcher. If you identify with this, you know, I want you to know that you're doing the best that you can. I see your struggle. It's actually making me tear up a little bit. Because as a Scorpio, let me understand. I'll tell you, I know what you're going through. You otherwise would hear yourself fine and you would feel yourself fine. But you're going through something that is hard for you to understand, and I want you to come out the other side of it. I do. And I hope that you do. I bet otherwise intuitively on the inside that you are very fluid most of the time. I do. It's just there's something here about I don't know if I have the energy in me anymore. About the passion, about my happy feelings. You're doing some heavy reconstructing in here. And it's not just in that relationship to you, Aquarius, honey. There's more than one thing in there that they're trying to figure out. Okay, we're talking about life feeling. Sorry. You know, I try to be a hard ass, that's badass, but like all Scorpios, I'm a big fucking softie on the inside. I really am. It's all smoke and mirrors. This is what you see. This is what you see. This is what I allow you to see. This is what I'm feeling on the inside. I'm such a Scorpio. It is... This person's going through some heavy shit, man. And they wonder about their passion. They wonder about their love. And what areas of their life is it over? Or they believe or feel it's over. Are they going to call it quits? Or do they still have those feelings inside them? And if so, how do they get expressed, and to what extent, and to who? There's something in them. I don't know if I feel these feelings anymore. Does my energy still have somewhere to go? Does it still have a place to develop? Does it still have... Am I still radiating inside? Am I still connected to people in a way that's balanced and that I can have good energy for? Do I feel happy about myself? Do I feel happy about... There's so much in there. There's so much in there. There's so much in there. And it's no wonder you are used to this person's long processes, I believe, and that you might have tried to rush it in the past and you just know it doesn't work. Like this person has heavy, I believe, water as well as earth in them. Or they're equally fixed signs like you. That's a hell of a thing they're trying to sort out, honey. Let's get into that Seven of Cups. Show me that Seven of Cups, please. Seven of Cups, please. Seven of Cups. Show me that Seven of Cups, please. You are, as much as you are able, trying to be hands-off. Don't push. Don't shove. You are very patient. Even if you're not a healer, you're very patient. I don't know why I got this. Some of you are teachers, or you used to be teachers, or you were professors or something like that, and that's where you learned your patience. Oh, you have to. When you, if you ever had to, even if you ever had to work with kids full time, the first thing you learn is patience and upper hand energy. I am the Emperor, patience and love, but firmness with the Emperor, right? Some of you have that teacher energy. I just felt it. I don't know why. I just saw you going like a teacher. Or you were in a position where you worked with kids. Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. This person, in their emotions, they're still showing me confusion about their emotional development in multiple areas. It's highly complex. It's not going to be figured out overnight. Hence why I saw you in the back of your mind have hesitation regarding this person. They've done this kind of thing before. This heavy process that takes a long time for them. Okay? It's still going on in the future. And you're telling me you're still in it, you're still there for them. That you're not giving up on this anytime soon, and that you're not going to give up on this commitment anytime soon. They're telling me the most that they can offer you in terms of emotionality, they're not calling you friend, but they are treating you like one. And that's because they are very much emotionally checked out. They're still not done. Okay? They're still not done. They're sorting out many things within them, and it is a web of emotions. Okay? It's like this. Whenever they pull one, it's like a web. Whenever they pull one part of the web, the others start to vibrate. And it's heavy. It's heavy. They're saying in terms that I don't know, and I still don't have an answer for you, Aquarius. They are showing me more of emotions tied to you as friendship at this time, because they have become very emotionally distant. And it's one of the reasons why you're showing me outstanding patience towards them. Whether or not that kind of connectivity with this person remains, I don't know, but that's as much as they can give you, okay, in terms of the future processes, as all I can really invest in you at this time, and in terms of my emotions as well as my actions, is friendship. They are emotionally distancing. I don't know if it's because they're not done sorting out their feelings, but it's so internal. It is so very internal. And it's like they don't even have the words to describe it to you. There's a big part of them that fears so much of their emotions, and or specifically the emotional expansion, and their natural energy has declined, and they don't know if they'll ever get it back. And they fear that. They fear it. They fear it a great deal. They feel it a great deal. And they don't want that to be the case. So they're kind of looking at the situation they're in with you, and not just with you, but in other areas of their life, saying, is this as good as it gets? Can I not feel more for this situation? If so, why? I'm having to admit defeat on that. There's some things in my life that feel good and other things that do not. And they're telling me yes, yes, yes. The energy contrast, I'm not going to lie to you, is very different. There is a fair amount of gap between you two, but you already knew that. You're telling me I'm still sticking to this. It's still my commitment. I've made that decision. I made it a long time ago. I got the strength of will to back it up. This is still my person, or this is someone who is still important to me. That's what you're telling me. Pushing, trying to get that shit sorted out sooner. It's not working. I know that. But I am concerned about the gap between you two. Okay? It is there. So if this is a romantic situation or a significant other, I am warning you in terms of that gap. It's rather substantial. How long it might stay with this person or not, I do not know. However, if it is a significant other, a partner, a spouse, and they're telling me the best I can give you emotionally is friendship because I'm kind of emotionally absent, you need to understand if that's enough for you. Because you're telling me, oh no, this is mine. It's mine. I made that commitment and I got the strength of will to back it up. Yes, we have our differences. Yes. I understand that you're going through something I don't personally understand. I understand you're frustrated and I don't necessarily understand why, but I'm here. And I'll still be here when you work your shit out. There's nothing, you're telling me over here with your energy, there's nothing we can't, there's no surprise, Aquarius is telling me, with your moon. There is nothing you could tell me under the moon that I'm not prepared for. That's interesting. They're telling me you may not be prepared for this. How much I'm feeling and not feeling, and how my emotions are scattered. And they're trying to resolve them. And they are learning things the hard way within themselves about their feelings, not just with you, but within themselves, their connections in general, their life path in general, and then, of course, their connection to you. The gap is large. I don't know if it will ever close. This person showing me they have a hell of a process. But please know, by the end of this, they're saying as much as I can offer you in terms of feeling, Aquarius, is friendship. You need to figure out if that's something that you can accept. I don't know if that's the long term, but it's sure as hell what they're concluding. Okay. Oh my. They have pain and frustration, passion and love. And it's kind of like, where is it going and why? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. See, it's like somebody here can't feel it anymore. Scorpio, Leo, it's like somebody here can't feel it anymore. The sun, the warmth, the love. And who does it apply to? And under what conditions? Have my feelings gone outwards, or are they still here? Is this still who I am? These feelings, do they still represent me? Or are they changing? Something like that. I do very much want this person to find themselves. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. I know that you have a tendency to take action. I can resolve that shit real quick. And no. Seven of Wands. They don't. They showed me that back here with the frustration. That's one of the things that frustrates them. You know that. They don't want to be pushed. Okay? They don't want to be pushed. They're telling me this is not a quick resolve. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Oh, I believe them. It is not a quick resolve. Judgment. King of Wands. Nine of Swords. Yes, you're telling me this process is causing you stress. However, there's that judgment, that decision that you are making with confidence as the King of Wands, that while this situation is stressful, it's not easy for you to understand. You still told me you made that decision to not take action. Okay? You're just like, I respect that. I respect that. You need to resolve this on your own. You don't want me to push and prod you. You don't want me to fix it for you. Okay. 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 I don't understand, but I will back off. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Show me that Seven of Wands. Show me that Seven of Wands. Show me that Seven of Wands. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Sorry. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. I have a tricky shoulder, and since I've really doubled down on my efforts and going back to the gym and getting back on my arms, ooh, that shoulder gets tight. That's my not so good shoulder. All right, Two of Cups, the Emperor, Temperance. There you are. It's repeating energies right here, right here, right here. That while, okay, look at that. This is why I use multiple texts, so I can see repeating energies. Okay, there you are again, saying, okay, I understand. You want me to back off? I'm mature enough to handle that. I can handle it. I'm here. Temperance, patience. When you want to talk, we'll be open up to that discussion. We'll open up to that love. I still love you. Even though you're a little defensive right now and you're blocking and you can't express your feelings, I'm still here. I'm still here. I still recognize the love. Emperor, Aries and Sagittarian energy very strongly here. Two of Cups. I still love you. I'm here. It's a little pushy, but you're saying I'm here. All right? Show me that King of Cups. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me the heart space. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups. Somebody here has substantial doubts. There's that Five of Swords again about the Four of Wands. That somebody's having some very self-sabotaging doubts about the relationship. Are they valid? Are they not valid? Do they still feel the same? Do I still feel the same? I don't know. I understand. I can see why you or them would think that. That would make perfect sense. What's going on here? Okay? It would make perfect sense. I really cannot tell what this bond is to you. I really don't know. You two are showing me commitment energy. And they are struggling specifically with their love and their passion. What's over, what's not over, and can they accept that something's over? Their love, their passion. Do they really have feelings for this, whatever that is? Do they still have passion for this, whatever that is? They struggle with it. So I still cannot tell what relationship this is. You two have shown me commitment towards each other, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're married, and it's not necessarily a partner. But you're telling me substantially that you're used to this person's energy process. I believe. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups. Show me that King of Cups. Oh, we got all the major players here today, honey. I would feel more comfortable if I saw heavier indications of love, so let's get over here to that King of Cups, please. More straightforward claiming, self-claiming King and Queen of Cups. They're very claiming of their love energy. There's that Devil again, and the Chariot, the Hanged Man. We don't know. It's one of the things that somebody is terrified by about their heart space. So I already saw your heart space. It was determined to move forward despite the doubts that are lurking back there. Reasonable doubts, I would say, about how long this is taking. Okay? And now I believe I'm seeing the other person's heart space that still has the Devil in it. Okay, Hanged Man. They're still telling me they don't know the direction of their heart yet. There's still fear inside their heart. What that fear is, I don't know, but it looks heavily like my feelings. They've changed so much. Their feelings, they keep telling me they've changed so much, and it's at conflict with them. It's not a conflict they're used to. They're used to a certain level of emotional energy with you and in life. They're used to a certain level of passion with you and in life. And for some reason, that's coming up directly under oppositional energy. It's like everything I've known and felt has changed radically. And this person does not move fast at all. I think they have very strong Cancer in their chart. I do. I think that's where all that water's coming from. But I also think they have a damn strong dash of Earth in there too, which is not a knock on Earth. I love Earth energy. But it moves at a very different pace. And this person's heart, their feelings are important to them because that has been the #1 discussion of their energy this whole time. My feelings have changed so much they scare me. And in that process of trying to rediscover themselves and what the hell's going on, it just makes them more scared to realize how much they have changed, because it's like, I don't know how to handle that. I feel like this person has always had a set point of emotions that were predictable, a set point in life that was always predictable, and for some reason they're coming up under serious conflict of change, and they're not used to it. They're not used to emotional change. Things are happening so swiftly in this person's heart that I'm sympathetic. I really am. I would love to talk to this person. I really would. Don't send me phone numbers. Don't. I get enough contact emails as it is for help and advice, and I don't do that because it's not fair. I don't provide private readings, and I don't give out advice. I can't. It would not be fair to the thousands of emails that I get. I just can't. I can't. But if I could talk to this person, I would just... I know what it's like to be that emotionally overwhelmed. And you can have... Here's the thing. I don't think this person's underdeveloped at all. I really don't. If I saw the immature energy, I would tell you. They'd be showing me pages and shit that's in reverse. King and Queen of Swords that are upside down, or any of the kings and queens would be upside down. They'd be throwing pages at me, the inability to make decisions. I think that this person is used to having a very steady pace in their heart, and then one day it came under radical conflict. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this person had a death in the family. And if they did, I'm so sorry. I don't know if this person was confronted with very difficult news. But now they're questioning everything that's in their heart. Another relationship, some sort of personal relationship connection that they had might have ended as well. And it caused a great deal of conflict within the heart space, so much so that their regular steady... Because now it's like they're questioning everything in their heart. So when I'm saying I'm being sympathetic to this person, I am. And it is taking a long time, I grant you. So when I say I don't recommend that you wait on anyone, that's exactly what that means. But if you are indeed in a commitment, and you're like, I know this process, I'm familiar with it, and I'm determined to show patience, okay, then that's right for you. You are showing this person a phenomenon of patience, but they still have fear in their heart, and thus have suspended all activity, the Hanged Man. That's why otherwise I think this person has a very full, capable, working heart. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There's the working heart in all its glory right there, the King of Cups, right? More of that Scorpio energy. Heavy fixed signs in the general sense. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, you, but you're here representing yourself. I think this person has otherwise a very solid, reliable heart. I do. But it's come under so much conflict that they can't even recognize it either. And they're questioning so much within themselves. Have my feelings changed? If so, to what extent and how? And it's something they got to work through, and there's fear to discover that, despite the fact that this person's highly intuitive. It's like what they're learning in the heart conflicts with what they've always experienced. And that puts them into a space of fear. I've never known my heart to have these feelings before. I've never known my heart to be so conflicted before. I've never questioned my feelings or my passion, my energy for you, us, me, whatever. I've never had to, not in years. And then something happened. It looks like a radical something might have happened. It might have been an abrupt change in their life. You would know best. That's why I'm saying there might have been an ending here. One that you probably know about. Perhaps you don't. I don't know. Yeah, I can see why back here you question how long it's going to take. But you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm here. My feelings on this subject have not changed. I'm committed to this, and when they come around, when they come back out, I'll be here. That's all you've shown me. It's like, yeah, we've gone toe-to-toe before. We've gone toe-to-toe before. And I'm not saying you have to argue. You don't have to have an argument, honey. You don't have to have an argument. With that kind of energy right there, 7-1 and 9-1, no, you don't need to have an argument. This can just be, honey, what's going on? Nothing. Nothing. I'm just working through some stuff. That's what that looks like, too. It's not just arguing and screaming, guys. It can be a begrudging, leave me alone, I don't want to talk about it. And that could very well be the case. And you knew that. You know that about this person. And that's why you're determined to stick it out. And wait. You know what? They're my person. I'm committed. That's it. End of story, in your opinion. Done. So when I tell you that there is an energy gap, how long that energy gap will sustain, I don't know. And that's one of the things that concerns you. I don't blame you at this point. So while I respect heavily what this person is going through, I do. This is like emotional carnage, but it was prompted. I don't know what, but it was abrupt. That's what I do know. So that's why I'm warning you in advance. What used to be, I'm sure, was like this between you two is now like this. We don't want this. This cannot sustain. Where someone's functioning down here emotionally and contributively with the pentacle. Real world contribution and emotions are down here. You're up here being like, I'm here for you. Okay? So eventually, if they don't come up, you're going to start to come down. And it's going to... Okay? So I just want you to be aware of that, because this isn't getting resolved anytime soon. Not that I see. Real Taurus, real life. So I find your energy towards this very admirable, but please know their output is not matching. And it's not a knock on your person. I see that they're going through some serious shit. It's going to be your call. All things are your call. Tarot doesn't dictate action, you do. You made that choice back here. Yeah, I know it's hard, especially since I can't help the situation. But I'm choosing it. That's what you said multiple times. I respect that. Just please know the fullness of this person's heart that was clearly defined. King, Queen of Cups, that's clearly defined emotional capacity. I know my feelings. I know the strength of my heart. They're telling me they can't move. They can't move forward in their feelings. Because there's still fear kicking around in there. And it has everything to do with this process. I'm scared of how much my feelings have changed within me. You, us, life, work, any of those things, all of them. This is not going to be an overnight fix, guys. I wish I understood it better. I do. They are trying. It's like You're part of their battleground, but they don't want you on the battleground. In other words, they don't want to fight with you either. But you're part of their emotional processes in this as well. But they don't actually want you on the battlefield. Not arguing, not fighting. This is going on with inside. I just know that some of their feelings have changed radically when it comes to happiness, harmony, and passion. And it's scaring the hell out of them, realizing it. This year, 2023, might be important. August. Some shit might have gone down in Capricorn season for sure. Or Scorpio season. Heavy references to both. It hit your radar around that time. Started making more efforts during Sag season. Okay, speaking of which, let's do some, honey, I'm sorry I dug as much as I could. It is a conscious choice to continue to be a support function for this person. Just please know they're going to be, it looks like, emotionally detached for some time. Emotionally detached for some time. And if it stays that way, I don't know that it will. I can't make any guarantees. They're telling me all their movement in the heart has been suspended because it still has fear in it. Moving forward with you in any relationship, I don't know. It's like they're still terrified to breathe the emotional truth because they're still having a hard time accepting the emotional truth. Whatever it is that they're learning so radically. Yes, I am sympathetic. It's a very difficult experience. But I'm also sympathetic to you, so you need to understand if this person's offering of this is what I can give you, and I don't know that I can have any more emotional movement with you. I don't know if I can give it back to you in the same. If that's a long-term energy, and it might be, I don't know. I really don't know. You will have to address that at some point. Because this whole, well, I'm going to stick to it because it's my commitment and I still have energy for it, even if you don't. You can't sustain that for two people, trust me. You can't sustain that kind of energy for two because it takes two. You can order for two, but you can't eat for two. Big difference. I mean, you can try, but that doesn't mean it's good for you. That's ordering for two. That doesn't mean that you can energetically sustain this for two. Even you have your limits. All right. Anything in here, please? Communication is key. I know. And that's what you probably told your person. Just talk to me. Just communicate with me. We can work it out. There's nothing I can't figure out. See, I'm prepared. You're telling me right here, I'm prepared for the worst. Whatever you got. Honey, you can't surprise me. You cannot surprise me. Go ahead and pull your moon out. Go ahead and pull the moon out. Let's talk about it. You can't surprise me. I'm open to it. And this person's like, no, you cannot. You cannot handle this right now. I can't handle this right now. Never mind you. So I know it seems like communication is key, and you're right, but we're not in that space where we can do it, not yet. So Gemini season that is upcoming might be important to you. Around the new moon Gemini season, you might have some very prominent Gemini in your chart. Could be connecting one. They might have some prominent Gemini as well. Nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. For some of you, the time around the crescent moon might be terribly important. The answers you need are coming. Heavy references to Gemini here, which is funny. I didn't see the Lover's card once. So there's a good chance then it's not that spiritual connection or the upper level soul bond that we're looking at. We could literally be Gemini. Okay. In that respect, I have not seen one Six of Cups, not one Lovers, not one indication of soul bond, soulmate stuff. So again, I don't quite know what this relationship is to you other than possibly commitment. Okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. And then communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Heavy references to Gemini. Okay. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sag. Something happened around Sagittarius season, I believe. saw heavy references to that. Meditate, contemplate, new moon in Pisces. There's something about Sagittarius season where you kind of felt rejoicing, maybe. Like luck was on your side, something worked out. But not necessarily for the other person. Like you were glad something got cut off. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm sorry. I really don't. I don't know where it's coming from. You make sense of it. Take what resonates, what does not. It's going to be for such a small portion of you. So kind of rewind mentally a little backwards towards Sagittarius season, which wasn't too long ago. We're still in Capricorn. But something ended for some of you and your person around Sagittarius season. I don't know what it was. That made you feel good, but the other person it did not. Or you thought it was a good thing and they didn't. I don't quite know how to explain that. I'm sorry. And now we're going to start to reflect on that in upcoming Piscean season, which is right after yours. And see if maybe those two weren't connected. Maybe that was this what I thought was a good thing and lucky, or a good course of action because the arrow strikes home. A good course of action. Perhaps that was the start of the issue. A win-win outcome is in forecast. There might be some critical energy around the next full moon in Libra. When will that be? Oh, Lord. It's 6 months out from Libra season, so coming up. Yeah, that should put us about that time. Yeah, that should put us about that time, I think. Yeah. Right after the Pisces season. Somewhere around there. Full moon in Libra. Possibly around Aries. Okay. Critical timelines, please. I already saw some of it, but we got a lot of upcoming, and then what I saw could have been the basis or the start of this complicated energy that you're experiencing with this person. It seems to be expended upon now in Capricorn season. There will be more consideration around Piscean season, and there might be more fruition of this energy or more understanding of it by Aries. I do not know if this person's walking away from the connection, but they are telling me they only have so much emotional availability for it. So again, you seem to think we're going to overcome this. They seem to think I just can't. I can't give more right now. It might be long term. I don't know. Knight of Cups. What's out? Page of Swords. What the heck is going on? Trying to figure out this person's emotions. Trying to find insight. We wish to we want to understand the justification of it. Ten of Pentacles. Temperance. There it is again. There it is again. This is the foundation. We got to heal the foundation. I just want to know what the heck's going on so we can fix it, so we can balance it. You know, we've got a foundation here. October, November energy. The Hierophant, Taurus. Yeah. I just want to know what the heck's going on. We got a foundation here. We got to heal that. We're committed to this. It's going to work out. It has to. We have all these elements in play. We got a foundation. We're both committed to it. What the heck's going on? Let's just heal it. That's what we're supposed to do. The Emperor. Aries, Taurus. Yeah, some strong-willed energy you're connected to. Very strong-willed. Their outside energy is very different from their inside. They're going through some emotional turmoil, and that's just not normally how you associate them. They're always like this, cool as a cucumber. Their emotional processes are changing so much, but you don't know that. They're learning it too, and it scares the shit out of them. They're just not used to emotional change. They're really not. And they're learning things the hard way, and they can't force themselves to feel feelings that they normally would. They just can't, and nor should you. You wouldn't want that. So So anyway, again, Aries and Taurus season might be terribly important. And for some of you prior to Leo season. We got the energy, but we're not taking action. We're not taking action, and we're not communicating right now. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. You two are still very much connected. But they're going through something that they're not ready to discuss yet. They're not ready to discuss it yet. Yeah, some critical energy anywhere between April, May, June, I believe. I don't know. I dug as far as I could. I don't know how long that disparity is going to last. I don't. But you got to figure that out, honey. If I'm going to commit with this person, if they're my person, and they're contributing friendship energy at best, because their feelings for you or the situation, and it's not just you, have changed so radically they don't recognize it, you're going to have to figure something out beyond, well, I've already determined that this is mine. Like I said, you can order for two, but you shouldn't eat for two. You know, I don't think they're a bad person. I don't. They're trying to understand what they still have feelings for and passions for versus what they don't. And when they look at it critically, it scares the shit out of them. I don't think they're used to having this much emotional change in their heart. I really don't. Dark Night of the Soul. Fucking brilliant. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Why didn't I just say that earlier? I don't know why, but that's just now. Yes. Yes. Straight and to the point. Thank you, Spirit. Dark Nights of the Soul. Perfect. Yes, indeed. Them. If you don't know what Dark Night of the Soul is, for some of you, yes, it is a union. If you don't know what Dark Night of the Soul is, it's one of the scariest things, and it's happening slow. I told you. This person, what they're going through it's not happening overnight. It's taking a long time. Dark Night of the Soul typically does. I should have fucking called that straight away. Dark Night of the Soul is the most intense confrontation of ourselves. Looking at and thinking at and feeling towards those things we don't want to fucking look at, that we don't want to feel. And they're indisputable truths. And they're the kind of indisputable truths that can send a person crashing to the floor, crying themselves to sleep at night, saying, "Dear God, what the hell is going on?" It's when you're getting hit with so many truth bombs at one time, you can't help but feel that you are at the lowest point. The things that you just are finally crashing on you. And it's kind of like a weird combination of the Tower and Judgment and Five of Cups, Five of Wands. It's all those kind of rolled up into one big bomb of information. And it scares this person. They pulled Devil twice in their heart space. It scares them, what they're finding out. They're not used to change in their heart. They're not. And they're experiencing radical change in the heart. A big chunk of it has to do with longevity. Am I going to have feelings for this situation, person, or circumstance in the long term? They used to be here. Where'd they go? My feelings have changed so much. Wait, so too has my passion for that matter. Do I still have energy for this place, situation, circumstance? Oh God, that's changed too? That can't be right. That can't be right. And so, but they're feeling it. And it's in concern to the legacy and the future of their feelings and how much they have changed and having to be confrontational with it. How does it apply to them, you, and so forth? And it's Dark Night of the Soul shit. And there's something here that triggered that, I believe. I believe it was triggered in fall. October, November. Something that you thought might have been good at the time. You might have saw it as a good thing, a good luck, a good opportunity. And they did not interpret it that way. If it's for some of you. And that's when inner healing. Yes, I know. They're struggling to get to that space. They're learning things the hard way. Karmic lesson. They're gaining new perspective all rapidly, and it's all terrifying. So on the outside, they have a lot of masculine energy. I'm fine. Don't push me on this. It's just, I need some time to myself. I need some space. I just need some time to myself to work it out. Please don't, I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue and I don't want to discuss it. On the inside, they are emotional, not as a negative, as in this is what they need to go through. They're going through a dark night of the soul. They are learning something about karmic lessons and attachment, emotional attachment, passion attachment, and how it's changing and shifting and what they need to learn from that. And they're gaining new perspective, as we see with the Hanged Man, about these things rapidly at one time, and it's kind of rolling on this person in waves. Big success. Keep the faith. You feel that you too can be successful, and that you're this. I'm interpreting this as you. You feel that you too are a success, that you are well-founded, that you are well-grounded, that you're stable, that you have a foundation, and there's nothing that you can't work through. You've shown me that many, many times. So you are keeping the faith in this respect. Okay. I don't take control. There's a big part of you that feels the need to take control of this situation, and I've seen you kind of trying to repress that. They are trying to take control of themselves. They got a lot of Big Daddy energy in there between the Hierophant and the Emperor. I'm telling you, on the outside, very commanding, calm, cool. Inside, different. It's kind of like they wish they could just take a grip on themselves. And here's the thing. The more we I gotta pull myself up by my bootstraps, I can't feel my feelings, it's not convenient, it's gonna slow the whole fucking process down. Because what they're experiencing, what they're learning is very fear-provoking. And it's an important conversation that will eventually unfold over time. I don't know what it will look like, but you do need to understand that if this is a relationship that cannot sustain, if they can no longer feel the full capacity they used to, including the passion, this is something you're going to have to address. The both of you need to talk about it. Because how you experience the relationship and commitment is going to be very different than how they experience it. And it's going to have to be talked about at some point. I did not sign up to a friendship. And if that's where you are, we need to talk about it. You know? And if that's where they are, they need to talk about it too. And I hope that the two of you can get to that point. Okay. It does concern me. I would like to have seen more emotional bonding between you two. And that's one of the things that's on this person's mind. Not just with you, other areas too. But I know that you're like, we have a legacy, we're committed, we have a foundation. Right? I know. But also in that there should be the feelings. As I said, some of you are dealing with Cancer, or somebody has very prominent Cancer in their chart. Yes, R. The letter R. Diamond, yes, most likely a marriage here. Could be, yeah, commitment. Also Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gecko, Aries, Leo, Sag. The chakra in reverse. We don't have our chakra in alignment, I understand. The Pegasus, the masculine energy. Someone here has that need to express themselves, their independence, to take flight. Strong-willed. I can be independent. I can take my own wings. I can move forward. I have the strength for this. Octopus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The wilted tulip, the romance, the love is not being fed at this time. Okay, the garden's being neglected. We don't feel the romance, we don't feel the love. Yes, I understand it's a byproduct to this situation. Okay, somebody here distinctly is not feeling their feelings, and that's what they're working through. The busy bee, we keep ourselves busy, we keep ourselves occupied. You, then the both of you. Z. E. Libra. Could be connected to Libra. One of you might have very strong Libra in your chart, and then also Libra season might be important. The Stingray. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, specifically Scorpio. And then Feather. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, somebody here might have a very prominent image of a feather in their mind, around their house, in their vicinity, something where they see feathers a lot. Feathers, 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 feathers. What kind of feather? Peacock? Okay, I guess that was correct. For some of you, there's a strong image of peacock feathers that's outstanding in somebody's mind. I dropped it as soon as I said it. There you go. Okay. Okay, okay. For some reason, that's confirmation for somebody. I don't know. That's enough. Aquarius, honey, I know this was one of the rougher ones. I do like your energy, and I respect what this person's going through. What the outcome will be, I do not know. Neither do you. Time will tell for the both of you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.